What's up, everybody? Welcome back to IGN Live at San Diego Comic-Con 2014, brought to you by Lucy and the Evil Within. Remember, you need to be part of the show. Go to our Facebook page, like us, then hashtag your comments, IGN Live, to be part of this show. Eric.
Yes.
I'm very excited for this new Avengers film, and we have some of them right here. Hello, everyone.
Hello there.
How you doing? Samuel, how are you?
Fine.
Good. How are you?
I am extremely excited about this movie, and I'll start off with that question of having come off such huge success with the first one. I mean, I think bigger than anyone imagined. Does that just make you so amped for the new one, or is that, okay, now we got to live up to that one on this one?
Well, I think the easiest thing is that we have Joss again, who is our leader, and I feel like we can do no wrong with him in charge. In Joss we trust is what I just keep saying to myself.
Okay.
Yeah. You keep saying that.
Yeah.
They'll allow it.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, comic book nerds like us know exactly who Ultron is. We've seen a lot of images now are coming out. There's a bunch of posters right here at Comic-Con of you guys fighting a bunch of robots.
Okay.
There's some arrows going in robot eyes.
Right. Yeah.
That's you did that.
Yeah, that was all you. Can you talk about this new threat? And clearly you need a big threat for the Avengers to even reassemble, and how they're tackling this one, Jeremy.
Look, there's a great new bad guy, and Spader's tremendous. That's what I do know. I still don't quite get, because I don't really follow comics, what Ultron is, or how he is, or
or why he is.
Yeah, I don't get it, and why he's so mad at it.
If you want to talk for like an hour afterwards,
You can fill me in.
We'll get the whiteboard.
All I know
We'll
is
draw the
Spader
lines.
is tremendous, and so it's been a joy having him on set. So he's got a great presence and a wonderful, wonderful villain.
Sam, Nick Fury, he's off the grid. Last we knew, he's officially he's dead. Anything you can say about what his status is in this film?
Well, we know he's not dead. He's just,
lurking.
He's sort of between flights. Stop by Hawkeye's house, have a meal, talk to him, see the kids, and then he's off. He's trying to find jewels on that journey he's taking.
But suffice to say, this is a big enough threat to have him pop back in and put himself back on the map in Age of Ultron?
Just for a second.
Just for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Cobie, it's sort of a similar thing because your character, she left S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
But she's working.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is no more
There's
S.H.I.E.L.D.
no S.H.I.E.L.D.
There's no S.H.I.E.L.D.
So that put her out of work, but
Yeah.
looks like.
But she's gainfully employed by Stark Industries, so
Right.
that's pretty great.
So might we
That's a good
see
place to be.
her and her boss, what the interplay is like with Tony? And
There's not as much interplay, and I have to say, I do miss Nick Fury. He is such a great boss, and it's been so much fun working with Sam. But it's very different. I mean, she doesn't have the same kind of manpower that she had at S.H.I.E.L.D., so I like to think that she's really busy and she's not sleeping a lot. Yeah.
Now, Jeremy, Hawkeye is one of my favorite comic book characters, and I know you've talked about.
Why is that?
I just think I love his attitude. I love the fact that he has no powers, but he approaches it.
Right, there you go.
And you've talked about it in the first movie. Unfortunately, your character was a little possessed for much of the film, but Joss has said this time we're going to get to know Clint a lot better.
Yeah, that's been fun. Actually, it's been fun. It's the stuff that Joss and I initially talked about to have in the first one, just didn't make it in, and so it's kind of fun to explore his voice because he does speak in this one. His wry sense of humor and sarcastic. It's fun. It's been fun exploring it, and it's a small cog in the wheel of that universe, but there's a little bit more to do in this one for me, and it's been a good journey.
I mean, here's the thing. You're talking about you don't know that much about the comics, right? And Ultron and this stuff.
Yeah.
The Hawkeye book is fantastic. This is your chance. This is your springboard to a solo film. Drop the dead weight. Get an awesome Hawkeye. It'll be amazing. We can do it, everybody.
Yeah.
We're going to push it.
All right.
And it's funny because we're talking to two agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and there is no more S.H.I.E.L.D., but you were an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. too, and I think everyone's been wondering, what was Hawkeye? What was he doing? And what's
You'll
his
find
reaction?
out in this movie, actually.
Okay.
You'll find out.
You'll find out. Did it make sense to you, like where he was during that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome, too.
You guys have mentioned Spader, and what's that like? Is he on set? Obviously he's not going to be the robot we see on screen. What's he doing on set?
Well, we had this one day, or maybe it was a couple days. It took a while to shoot, but he was doing this magnificent speech, and I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you felt this, but it was like he was doing this speech, and it was like you're trying to be kind of scared, you're trying to figure out what he's saying, but it's also so captivating because he's so talented. That it was like kind of mesmerizing. So you had to kind of take a step back and be like, oh, right, okay, what's happening in this? Okay, and I'm feeling, okay. and you had to kind of step away for a bit because he was just so great.
You're sitting there, gun in hand, like,
Yeah.
oh wait, right, I'm mad.
Oh my stars, he was just so,
Yeah.
he's wonderful.
What people love about the Marvel movies, I think, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm going to project, is the fact that we can get these sort of more mundane moments, that, these larger-than-life characters, but then we can also just see what they're like, when they're not saving the world. Is that fun for you? Like, Sam, do you like when you get to see those little glimpses of Nick Fury and, just the normal guy he is?
Nick Fury, normal guy.
I mean, that when he calms down for a second.
Well, I like the fact that he has genuine relationships with all the people.
Yeah.
He is a master manipulator, but there are moments when he's like totally honest and he's just hanging around these guys and he cares about them. And that's part of the human element that audiences like and that they connect to.
There's a lot of that in this one as well. There's a lot more of that. All of us together doing things that aren't superpower-like.
Right.
In this one, it's really great. And really fun to explore.
When you're off shooting Avengers, how often is the entire team together? Like, is Comic-Con special because you all get to be together and be in the same place?
Well, the first one, we were I didn't see Downey but twice that entire movie. And this one, we were all together for months on end,
Nice.
all of us.
Yeah, and then Josh had a birthday party, so we all went to that.
My invitation got lost.
Yeah, I know. Same here.
We actually have a Facebook invitation right now from a fan. Let's see who they are. This is Tim. Tim says, how are the stunts this time around?
Are they going to go,
Yeah, it's like some suck. We're trying to pinch a few pennies, go back to
Bigger, better.
Yeah, everything is bigger in this one. I mean, we had this amazing set actually in London, which was like an entire soundstage and multi-leveled and mostly glass. And I think that afforded us this room to really use it and do a lot of really cool stunts.
Yeah. Sam, you were, at the very end, we had that one little scene with you in the first Iron Man several years ago now. Is it crazy for you to see this Marvel Cinematic Universe and what it has grown into and how just hugely successful all of this has become?
Yeah, it's totally crazy to me because when I signed up to be part of this universe, I signed a 9-picture deal, and I was wondering how long do I have to stay alive to make 9 movies. And now all of a sudden I'm down to my last 2 and going, I need a contract extension. So, it's just amazing how fast and how successful all this has become.
Yeah.
And I just feel blessed to be part of it.
Yeah. All right, so then for you two, I have a similar question in that vein. A lot of these superhero movies, I don't know if you know, they're a big deal. They keep making more of them. Yeah, I know.
There's some
I know.
interest.
They're
But they're not all good.
You nailed it. We can talk afterward. My question is, a lot of times you'll hear a person rumored for a role, right? And then it'll be like, oh, I don't want to sign into a franchise. Like, are you on the same page? Like, are there any regrets being a part of this thing that is so
Like Evans has talked about how it took him a while to decide, because it's a big commitment.
Sure.
No. I begged for it. I was friends with Joss before this all happened, and I was just like excited to come in and
I remember your
test with
screen
him.
test. Yes,
Yeah,
I remember that very
You
well.
remember that?
Yeah.
That
was a tense day.
It was a really tense day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really weird because we had to put like the robes on, and you
everybody
were there,
was there, and
Sam
everybody was there at the same time.
Everybody, there was like
everybody
5
could see
of us.
who was vying for the roles.
Yeah,
kinda
you're
like,
sitting in the makeup chair, and you're like,
There's
that's
another
you,
girl
that's
there.
interesting. Okay.
That's nice that they put you against each other immediately.
Yeah, no, I think I don't know who's more excited about it, me or my husband, who's a crazy comic book fan. And he kind of filled me in on what a big deal this was, where for me, I was just like auditioning for an agent role. Like
Sure.
I didn't know who it was, and I didn't have a lot of information, but I was game.
Is it for you, Jeremy? Is it Greg? Was saying there could be a Hawkeye solo movie one day. People
There
wonder-
better be a Hawkeye
Yeah.
solo movie one day.
Is it exciting for you to kind of know that there's all these possibilities out there of ways that they can do different permutations of these characters?
I think it's exciting, sure. I mean, I certainly don't think about those things, but I think there's lots of room to do go in many directions in this universe, right? But I don't have any control of that or any say of my pay grade, so
Right.
I'm a small cog in this whole universe, and that's all I focus on is what I can do best to serve Hawkeye in the movie.
I'm sure all of you are getting a lot of fans are always asking you questions literally don't know the answer to. Like, what are you going to cross?
Literally don't know anything.
Well, this is the easy part, though, because a lot of times you're just like, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that.
Right.
And,
No.
Can you tell us how it ends, Sam?
No.
I'm just checking. I just want to make sure. If you don't ask the question, you never know. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. How about that, Jeremy?
Okay, I'll take it.
Not according to Yogi Berra.
There you go.
Guys, lady, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
Get back to making more awesome. Just stop doing other movies and only make Marvel movies, please. That's all I want. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to let them go, but you aren't going anywhere. IGN's coverage of Comic-Con continues after this.